Welcome back to News Hour. Let's talk politics. And in a matter of hours, hundreds of aspirants will go to the polls seeking the UDA party ticket to vie for various seats in the August 9th election. Now, the aspirants have been crisscrossing the country and constituencies and, of course, the wards, leaving nothing to chance ahead of the titanic battle that are expected to shape the next phase of Deputy President William Ruto's political campaigns. Elvis Kosgei now takes a look at some of the most interesting races in the UDA primaries in the North Rift. All right, as we wait for that story, let's cross over live because we have our teams on the ground to talk to us through what's going to happen with live reports. We begin with Jeff Kirui, who is in the county of Kericho. And Jeff, as Jeff gets ready, let me cross over to Nakuru County, just near Kericho County, where Ibrahim Karanja is also on standby. And Ibrahim, good to see you this evening. It's a race like no other. It's in the Rift Valley, and it is expected that a lot is to happen tomorrow. But from where you are, you have been speaking to them and you've seen the campaigns. What do we expect tomorrow in Nakuru?
Well, Ken, my focus will be on Nakuru County and Baringo County tomorrow, and what we expect is a heated competition, especially for those who are seeking to fly the UDA party flag. Remember, this region, especially the counties in the South Rift, perceived to be the stronghold for Deputy President William Ruto and the UDA party. So it actually means that whoever wins the party ticket tomorrow might as well start celebrating if the tables are not turned between tomorrow and the 9th of August. Because from what we saw in 2017, the strong party in the region was Jubilee Party, and those who won the party primaries went ahead to win the main election. Here in Nakuru County, there will be 1,117 polling stations that will be going to the polls tomorrow, and a total of 428 aspirants. That is across the 55 wards within Nakuru County, 11 constituencies, as well as 2 county seats. The reason I'm talking about 2 county seats is because it's the seat of woman representative and senator. The seat of governor already has a flag bearer, and that is Senator Susan Kihika. However, there was some fracas or chaos here earlier in the day in terms of Nakuru Town West constituency, where the nominations have been postponed up to the 19th of this month. People there demonstrating earlier today, stating that perhaps that was a plan to plant one particular aspirant. In Joro constituency, we saw all the other aspirants gang up against the incumbent and started claiming that the incumbent was influencing the polling presiding officers in the polling stations, and thus they wanted everything to be changed. If nothing was changed by the end of the day, they stated that they will not take part in the party primaries. You wonder how that would happen because their names are still on the ballot. The same applies to Gilgil constituency, where an aspirant is actually blaming the incumbent Martha Wangari, while in Naivasha constituency, a very interesting contest being witnessed between former MP John Kihagi and the incumbent Jane Kihara. Across in the neighboring Baringo County, we expect a very heated competition, especially in the governor's race and the senator's race, because the incumbent is facing, amongst other aspirants, the former governor, the pioneer governor for Baringo County, as well as a sitting member of parliament and various other candidates, including also a former principal secretary. While in the Senate, a member of parliament is meeting, amongst other people, an MCA and other candidates who also want that particular party ticket. Now we focus on Eldama Ravine constituency. This is a constituency in which I spent the entire day today, and because there was a lot of concern amongst the aspirants in how the picking of presiding officers was done. And they in particular were blaming one particular participant in the race, that is former Minister Musa Sirma, and they stated that perhaps Sirma had an influence in picking presiding officers. But later on we saw that the constituency returning officer, one Mr. Yusuf, called all the aspirants together, and they decided to pick their presiding officers together. 138 aspirants, presiding officers rather, divided across all the aspirants. Eldama Ravine will be a heated constituency, together with Baringo Central, Baringo North and Baringo South constituency. But earlier, Ken, we spoke to the aspirants in Eldama Ravine constituency, and this is what they had to say in regards to tomorrow's nominations.
Last evening at around 9:30, the list of the PUs came out. And of course we had to sit down with our secretariats to confirm exactly who these people are. But we were shocked because these names seemed to have come from one of us, I don't know who. And when we went through the list, we agreed that it's not going to happen, because then this was actually a way of trying to tarnish the UDA party. Some of us are UDA, and we were not going to wait to see things get chaotic.
Rigging sometimes requires some intelligence. And that is what lacked in this thing. Because how do you appoint 138 out of 138 of your core supporters? Some of them so old that they don't even own smartphones. And this process was done online. So we could see that a list was generated by one of us and then, managed to maneuver through the system and have it endorsed as a presiding officers.
Come up with a new list, and I want to say we are very happy now because we have a list that is agreed upon by all the stakeholders, I mean the aspirants. What I just want to say is, just want to add to say that we want to ask our supporters to be calm. Let us go and vote because that we have a fair election without a lot of malpractice. We know people are used to old days of stealing, but nowadays I think with the media and all what we have, cheating will be a bit complicated. It will not be possible.
Papers and the ballot boxes should be on the way to the polling stations. So considering that now we are still doing the training, I fear that the polling might start very late, which might not be good.
Well, polling stations open at 7 a.m. tomorrow across the two counties. We shall be covering all the 11 constituencies in Nakuru. We have our guys all over, and the 6 constituencies within Baringo County as well as the county seats, just to bring you information as shall be happening. But for now, let's head to Embu County, where my colleague William Moige is also having an update in regards to tomorrow's